Welcome to the demonstration of 2D Actor Plus. This is a video showcase of our 2D animation systems capabilities for Unreal Engine 5. First, we create a new folder where we will create our character class, which inherits from one of our templates, in this case, the blank player template. And with all of the frames selected, create a single flipbook and make sure we set its frames per second to 1. Now we go over to the character's class defaults and add this flipbook to our character. We change the default pawn class to use this character and test it. As you can see, we get a number of errors informing us that we are missing a few settings on our character. To add animations to our character, we first need to load the sprite direction profile. This is used to automatically calculate the frames for each direction. Next, we are going to create a sprite animation profile data table. This is where we will set up the animations for our character. This object can be shared by multiple characters, saving precious development time. We'll now create the walking animation. We know that this animation starts on frame 0 and it has 6 frames in total. So we leave starting frame as 0 and set number of frames to 6. Before testing this, we just need to go over to our character's defaults and load the sprite animation profile. Let's test it. And you can see it's working, but the walking animation doesn't stop. We'll need to add an idle animation too. This sprite sheet has no idle animation, so we need to repurpose one of the walking frames where it looks like the character is standing still for the idle pose. We'll need to use custom animation frames and tell the system which frame we want for the idle pose and how many frames it is apart from the next direction. And there we go. Now the character has a walk and idle animation, just like that. The system is able to do all the calculations for us. If we check affected by actor movement speed, we can tie the character's moving speed to the speed of animation, allowing for greater animation control. Let's test it. Now we're going to add an attacking animation. In order to do that, we'll start by going over to the event graph and adding an input event. We'll look for a node called Quick Action and connect it to the event. This is a function we created for users to easily implement actions on their characters. We'll set animation state to attack. Next, we're going to create the animation on the sprite animation profile, and we will need to check on the flipbook what the starting frame for the attack animation is. It's frame 24. We'll go over the animation profile and set starting frame to 24, and we set number of frames to 4. Before we test it, we just need to add a new node to the logic. We need to assign a non-animation end event. This will trigger the assigned event whenever an animation ends, and the action we want to trigger is the quick action end. This node reactivates the locomotion state machine once the attack ends. Let's test it. We press the attack button and it's working, but the animation is looping and we don't want that. To fix this, we just need to go over to the attack animation setup and uncheck loop. Let's test it again. And now it's working as intended. In 2D Actor Plus, you can easily add new layers to your characters, such as equipment or weapons. Currently, all of the layers share the same animation. We will add the sword to our character. Let's start by setting up the folders and import the sprite sheet. We'll extract the frames, create a flipbook, and apply the optimal settings. Go over to our character's blueprint and add a new flipbook under the current sprite. Make sure it's using the sword. Set the flipbook's frames per second to 1. For the sword animation to work properly, we need to make sure it starts on the same frame as the attacking animation. We know that it's frame 24. The first frame of the sword sprite sheet is empty, so all we need to do is to make the first frame last for 24 frames. Now, we just need to add a bit of Y offset to the flipbook component and we're ready to test it. It's working perfectly! I decided to make some adjustments to the speed of each frame. With 2D Actor Plus, changing skins is as easy as just creating a new flipbook and swapping it. Because all of the animation data is stored inside of the Sprite Animation Profile Data Table object, the animations will work nicely as long as the different characters share the same frames. Here, we are implementing a female hero skin to our character. And look how easy it is! You can easily preview the directions of your character by rotating them directly in the editor. Our system also features an editor utility widget that allows you to preview the animations directly in the editor without needing to test play. We hope you enjoyed 2D Actor Plus. Thank you for watching.